Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm living with my Japanese boyfriend, and this is my life.
This is Ashley, a 25 years old from the US, currently attending graduate school in Japan, living in this house with her Japanese boyfriend. 20 minutes after Ashley woke up, her boyfriend Haruki also woke up.
So wait, your turn.
Next, it's Haruki's turn to get ready. Haruki also carefully takes care of his skin. He also uses beauty products recommended by Ashley. Oh, Ashley has finished getting dressed. It's very stylish.
And America and Japan are really different. I kind of change based on which country I'm in. So when I'm in Japan, it's a lot more like sort of Japanese style fashion. But then when I'm in America, it's a lot more blue jeans, t-shirts, the usually American style. I'm from Texas in America, and Texas is very hot, so we don't wear as many clothes. I found out in Japan, that's quite shocking to people. A lot of tank tops and shorts, and people would be so surprised. So now I wear more Japanese fashion. That's one thing. His fashion has become a little more American, and mine's become more Japanese.
Now it's time to start preparing breakfast.
In America too, I always drank a lot of tea, like chai. It was pretty popular already, like tea houses, tapioca, everything.
What do you guys usually have for breakfast?
It kind of depends who's cooking. So I usually make American style breakfast, like toast and eggs, usually some coffee and fruits. And then sometimes, like on the weekends, we'll make Japanese food, but it takes longer to make. So when I have school, it's hard to make it on those days. Something I do like more about Japan is the bread is so fluffy.
Haruki also cooks brown rice to save for making. Haruki, can you cook as well?
全然自炊してなかったんですけど、でもアシュリと住み始めてから
Do you guys have a specific person in charge of cooking?
交代交代若干でもアシュリがメインです。
You've been cooking a lot more recently.
Okay, breakfast is ready! Ashley, what's your culture shock in Japan?
One culture shock I've had in Japan that was sort of a bigger one for me was tatemae. Because people are quite direct in English. They still might be polite and just say it to be polite, but not to the same level. So that would surprise me. Like for example, maybe someone goes, "Oh yes, let's absolutely meet again. It was so fun." But they will never see you again. Or if people are just complimenting, or if they really mean it, this kind of thing. Was hard for me to find out at first, and I was bad at using tatemae. So I would offend many of my Japanese friends by not using tatemae. If they were like, "Oh, what do you think of my outfit?" And I go, "Yeah, it's okay." And they're like, "Eh? What?" So I had to go, "Meccha kawaii ne." Same meaning and same feeling, but different based on the culture. So that was a really big one for me. I had to learn how to use tatemae in that. In Japan, it's not a bad thing, it's not a lie. It's just used to make social interactions kinder and easier and to reassure the other people. So I had to learn how to use that and to see the benefits of tatemae, even though in my culture it's not usually seen as a good thing.
After breakfast, Haruki starts editing the video. Why did you guys start YouTube?
そもそもなんか昔から動画作るのが僕好きで、中学生の頃とかマインクラフトの動画を自分で撮ってなんか実況をしてなんか YouTube に上げるっていうやつで、まあ大体友達にバカにされて終わるんですけど、でもなんか実際にアシュリーと国際カップルのなんか面白いところとか撮れてるなとか、普通に話してるだけでそうなのって思うこと結構いっぱいあるんですよ。でそういうのをもっと共有できたらなとか、あとはいろんな人とコメントとかライブ配信とかでコミュニケーション取ってなんかいろんな知見を増やせていけたらなって思うのがあったので。
They're gonna work together today despite it being a holiday. Both of these guys do a lot of research and practice scientifically efficient study methods. At 12 p.m., they go shopping at a local supermarket. They discuss and decide on their menu together. As soon as they get home, Ashley cooks lunch. Haruki seems to be busy with his work.
ありがとうございます。美味しそう。
Is it butter?
あ、いいよ。美味しい美味しい。
Oh, you got that.
This channel produces the following 4 types of videos. The first one is various interviews related to Japan. The second one is the inside look at Japanese people. The third one is reaction videos on various topics. And the last one is how the lives of people from different countries are in Japan. This channel is definitely the best channel to learn more about Japan. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
At 3 p.m., they shoot a YouTube video. Please check out their channel where we also appear. How did you guys meet?
We met when she came to my university in 2019, so about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You study abroad.
Yeah, I studied abroad for only 2 months. And before I went, my father said, I will pay you money if you don't date someone in Japan, because I think you will. And then he said, if you date someone, you have to pay me money.
Okay.
So, okay. So we had a bet.
Okay.
And then finally at the end, I gave him the money.
Really?
So,
I didn't know that.
Why did you come to Japan to study abroad?
my grandfather grew up in Okinawa.
Oh.
And so Japanese culture was a little familiar to me since I was a child. Like, we would eat omurice as children with my grandfather. And so I was curious. I studied it in high school and university, and my program required us to study abroad somewhere. I know Japanese, I guess Japan. It was kind of random, but I'm very lucky I studied in Japan.
And then know each other and get friends. And who approached who?
Very indirect Japanese way.
I realized the existence of her first.
Oh.
Yeah, she was talking with someone else. I noticed her beauty. But then I couldn't talk to her on that day. But next day, like, we somehow, were able to talk. So then we decided we only asked, but we and also other friends decided to go to dinner.
So somehow, it was very indirect way that made me laugh after. He told his teacher, hey, I want to talk to the Americans. And so then we were volunteering at study hall where people can study, and he was there. And the teacher said, oh, Ashley, someone wants to talk to you. Haruki! Then he was like, oh, hi, what's your name? So casual. I didn't know that he had planned it.
It wasn't planned.
Master plan.
And Haruki-san wanted to be serious?
I was asking her a lot of questions to get to know her more. And then I think we also went to dinner together and also like going to karaoke with friends.
We did a lot of language study. So you go, oh, I need help with my paper, and wouldn't even open the computer. Just talking.
Are there any culture shock when you guys started a relationship?
American or Western people are way more direct in comparison with Western people, I think, especially in Japan. Because when she has a problem, she would tell me pretty much soon. But if I have a problem, I would endure it for a while. And then I get just upset for no reason. But that was the culture shock first. But over time, I try to be more assertive and then let her know if I have any problems.
Yeah, you realized it's kind to say if you have a problem, so then it's not a big problem later. And then I had to learn another culture shock when you're in a relationship but in a group setting. That could be difficult. I remember once we were dating, we were walking in Haruki's university and we were holding hands there, but then we were about to enter the cafeteria and he went I was like, nande? Is there a secret girlfriend? Why? It's like, no, but one of my teachers or friends might be here. I'm like, is our relationship a secret? Why does it matter? And so this was the difference. And he
I
explained
was
it.
shy.
Yeah.
日本の違いみたいな。
I personally wouldn't do any PDA, like public display affection, like kiss or hug in front of my family or friends. Maybe friends are just a little bit, you know, a lot.
If you've been drinking or something.
Or very, very close friends.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would behave as if she's my very close friend.
And then like with my American friends and family, if we didn't have any PDA, it was like, are you fighting today? Or did you actually secretly break up? What's going on? They'd be very worried. So it's important there to show that. That's like a difference as well, I think.
Their afternoon work begins. Haruki takes notes to organize his thoughts. What a diligent couple! At 9 p.m., their night routine begins. Ashley writes in her journal. Haruki does some muscle training. They have a very good lifestyle and a very nice couple who are both committed to each other's growth. Good night. Dari, Japan.